Hey guys, greetings and good afternoon here in Arizona. Hey, I said I was going to be doing some different stuff, a little spontaneous, starting with this month in March going forward. I'm a Gemini, so what can I say? You know, we do stuff a little spontaneous at times. That's what makes it exciting and keeps everybody on their toes. But today I wanted to touch up on giving a little background on the two tattoos that I have on my back. First tattoo that I ever seen get done was one of my really good friends, Nisha, here in Arizona. We've been friends for almost 20 years. And I really thought it was so cool that she was getting her tattoo. I was able to go, watch her get her tattoo done. I don't remember what she was getting. I know it was a while back, but I know I went with her and it was fun. And then I kept saying, okay, I'm going to get one. And, I was a scaredy cat. And then boom, life changed, had a loss and traumatic thing happen. Of course, you guys already know. And that moved me. And I always said if I ever get one, that it would have to have some sentiment to it before I actually got one. And so I have two now. The first one is the poem that signifies meaning around our son's passing away. And then the second one is loss of my mom, which is a butterfly. And I know she always loved butterflies, and I love butterflies. I love the definition and what they represent, going from a cocoon status to going through metamorphosis and just blossoming into a beautiful butterfly with wings flying away just amazes me. But the poem is short and sweet, and what it says in the poem, it is, through my belly, Christ birthed the true poet within me. And that means so much. And the reason why I thought of that, I knew exactly when I went to the place to get my tattoo, I knew exactly what I wanted. And my friend Nisha was with me again. And I had no problem. It was like really quick. I'm like, this is what I want. And that's exactly what they did for me. And it turned out really good and beautiful. And then same with my butterfly tattoo, with the differences, I got some color in it. I wanted some color because it reminded me of my mom, how colorful she was with her personality. Very, very, very colorful. As far as outgoing and social, like a social butterfly. So that's how I am in everything. I'm very passionate. I love people. I love love, and passionate in everything and anything that I do, whether it be from animals to children to people to family. I put my all into everything whenever I can. And so anyways, so the poem represents, let me just go into a little bit of detail without going into too much detail. The representation of that is the laboring, the loss, and then the birth of me, basically. So the laboring, I can talk about this now because I'm at a different stage in my life where I can just release some things and share them with others as a testimony, and not something that makes me sad. But my mom was next to me when I was going through this, labor pains, excruciating labor pains. Only a woman can know what labor pains feel like, especially when they're back labor pains. Those are like the worst. And they were labor pains that were coming very often, more than normal. And during that whole process, while I was laboring, waiting for the baby to, see when he was going to show himself, and I lost consciousness during my labor time. And I haven't shared that with a lot of people, which I'm all right to do that now because, like I said, I'm in a different place. And I don't know who's listening that someone can relate to this happening during their labor, but I don't even know what code. I'm not in the medical field. I'm only in the prescription field and everything. But I'm not sure what code it is when someone loses conscience, but whatever code it was, I guess that they hit the code thing on the button on the wall, and they got that oxygen going on my face, over my mouth. And thank God that I got brought back for a reason, and that's why I'm here today. And I feel like that whole pain and process and delivery and loss represents me being birthed into who I am in 2019 and who I've become. I wasn't these things last year and the year before and the year before. I was never these things that I am today. And what I mean that these things is I have embraced more. I am more of a different I won't say different, I say a better version of who I am and who I've ever been. I've been writing since the age of 13, and I write differently now since the loss. I write more with passion. I write more with meaning. I'm not writing for myself. I'm writing for other people. I feel each other's pain, like I can feel people's pain. And so it's not always have to be pain. It could be happiness, be love, and I'm feeling it all. And I interpret that in everything that I write now. Not saying that I was doing that before, because I've always been a passionate writer, but even more so, my life experiences. I haven't just experienced the loss of a child. I've had all different kinds of losses and experiences that I've had. And as I grow and move forward and mature year after year, I will continue to write and share, but it's not the right timing at this time. But through all of that, a better version of me was created. There was always a better version of me, but it just was hiding because I didn't allow it to come out. And I don't think it was really time for the better version of me to appear. And so I thank God for that, of what came out of that, because through loss, you never, like I've mentioned before several times, people get it twisted. Now, I might be smiling and laughing, but that doesn't mean I'm over what happened. That means I'm getting through what happened and the loss of what happened. I'm not over it. And see, that's where people get it confused. Everybody has a time frame, and it doesn't end all the time for everyone. Everybody has a time frame and a timeline. And so going through grief therapy and going through a grief retreat for a lot of women, or being around a lot of women that have lost children, we can relate to so many things. And I am so happy that through a friend and her mutual friend connected me with this lady here in Arizona who takes women on retreats once a year, the weekend before Mother's Day. And she takes all of them on this beautiful tour bus and go different places. So we went to Prescott. This was several years ago. And I was able to release a lot of hurt and pain and move forward with my grief in a different manner. And the things that people say and the things that they don't know what to say. Sometimes, like they said, if you don't know what to say, don't say anything at all, But people just don't know. They're just as scared to say something as we're scared to react on how we feel. So anyway, so that's what that signifies. And then the butterfly, of course, as I explained. But what I wanted to also touch upon is just that we need to really start uplifting each other. We really do. Everybody always talk about leveling up and this and that. Well, you know what? We really need to start leveling each other up. Maybe it would be a better time. This world is so jacked up right now where we all really need to level each other up. We need to keep each other uplifted and encourage each other. If you know someone, and what's wrong with people nowadays, and I'm going to be straight up and real and raw today, is that they recognize gifts in people, but they're so selfish with their own thoughts. They don't want to say, you know what, you got a gift. You have a talent. You really need to do this or that. You need to tap into that. No, because we're so busy selfishly thinking of ourselves and where we're at in our own lives or what we're not doing or whatever. And, we need to get out of that. We need to get out of that, because how the hell can we move forward if we keep going backwards and withholding information that could be a blessing to other people? And you never know. That blessing could fall right back on you. And so that's where I'm at in my mind, like in my thoughts. I get tired of the people hating on each other. People need to be happy. If somebody's succeeding in their life, let them know. People are so damn scared to where they're scared to be nice. They're scared to compliment. They're scared to, say anything to anybody that's nice, that's going to bring a smile to somebody's face, So you talk about it amongst each other or whatever. And, that's cool and everything, but it's good. Maybe somebody might, be having some success or might have stuff going good for them. It doesn't matter. Maybe they're on a workout plan or whatever, and they might be, discouraged that day, and they might need encouragement. You just never know. Like they say, you never know the battles that people fight. Just because we're smiling doesn't mean we're not, we're smiling from inside. Because on the outside, we're appearing to the world what they want to see, what we want each other to see. But inside, people are dying. And we're living in an age where people just need to get their shit together, seriously. I mean, I'm talking about everybody, friends, family. You know, this world is going in a direction like right down in the toilet, pretty much. And I'm just saying, I mean, I'm not trying to prophesy anything. I'm not a minister. I'm not, none of that. I'm just saying that the direction, we all see what direction, with our own eyes, what direction the world is going in. Whether we have a bad president or not, it's still going down the toilet. And so it's a time right now where we just need to just get out of our own, feelings and start, recognizing people and embracing people and start loving each other again. We just, so much hate in the world. I don't even understand it. I think because I'm so passionate about things and about people, and it bothers me. The stuff that bothers me, it's like, may not bother other people, but it bothers me. And maybe because I'm very empathetic and sympathetic towards certain situations and people. But we've just grown so cold, and that's the problem. How can we move forward, as I said, when we're really technically going backwards? There's no forward movement at all. We think it's forward movement, but there's no forward movement. We're going backwards. So how can we get to a place? We need to ask ourselves as individuals. I know what my calling is that I want to do, and I'm trying to make a difference. I'm not trying to change the world. I'm just trying to make a difference because I enjoy what I do, and I enjoy sharing it with other people and making a difference and affecting people's lives in different ways or forms in a positive way. But as individuals, we need to say, what are we doing in this life that is actually making it a better place in our four walls and people that are around us, not people around the world, not in the White House. We can't do shit in the White House. That's all going down already. That's already facts. We already know what's going there. But what can we do as people with the four walls that we live in and the people around us? That's what we need to ask ourselves. So that's all I have to say today. I hope that you guys like this. I know it was kind of real today and everything and kind of lengthy, but it was on my heart and mind. So I figure, the more honest I am, the more better I can write. And I think throughout this year, I'm going to get more and more clear on the things that I want to write about and talk about. So you guys have a great rest of the week. And I hope you don't, dislike me after this YouTube today. So have a good day.